Alright guys, so we're back of course with an update to yesterday's video about the copies of Final Fantasy VII Remake that are out there. People have them, they are playing the game. Now admittedly, I've not been following the entire story since yesterday. Part of that is intentional because I don't want to happen across spoilers or anything like that. I already know enough about the game that I don't want to know anymore. Like, because of the data mining of the demo, I kind of already know what happens at or near the end of the game, and it's not me searching that stuff out, that's just social media. People posting that stuff in comment sections on my videos, on Twitter. It's kind of unavoidable when there's a lot of people that are, watching your videos in the comment sections on social media, on Reddit all the time. Like, you just read stuff and you see stuff. Now, for me personally, spoilers and leaks don't ruin my experience. I've watched plenty of movies, played plenty of games, already knowing what's going to happen before I've ever even hopped into it. Now, as a content creator, I do my best to try not to spoil things when it comes to the remake. I've probably covered leaks and stuff in the past and things I probably shouldn't have talked about, but these days I try not to do it. And even when I talk about big story moments from the original Final Fantasy VII, we usually at least throw up some sort of a spoiler warning. And obviously, if anything comes out of these physical copies of the game being out in the public, anything comes out from it, I'm not going to talk about it. Like, why would I do that? We're talking about the full game. It's different, like, maybe if somebody got, like, a leaked image somewhere, or, like, a data mine image of Red 13 popped up, right? It's like, okay, that's not a big deal to say Red 13's in the game. That's not really a spoiler, right? But we're talking the full game now. So, obviously, we just can't talk about that stuff, because everybody's waited years and years for this game to come out, and here we are on the precipice, finally, of the release. We're less than 2 weeks now. And the fucking game is out there in the public, man. So we obviously can't cover that stuff. And the reason we're talking spoilers is because the guy we talked about yesterday who has these 4 copies of the game, he's the only one I'm aware of currently that even has physical copies of the game, has said that he's not going to spoil the game for people. And look, on paper, that's good, okay? But he also made another post yesterday where he talks about how he's not going to spoil the game again. But he also says in that same post that he's the type of guy to post anything, anywhere for the karma, and that he's leaked games in the past. So take from that what you will, but if he's the kind of guy that does it just for the karma and he likes leaking games, there's nothing to stop him from, let's say, making an alt account where you wouldn't know it's him and just leaking stuff if he wants to. Some of the other updates I want to do is some people thought for some reason that the situation was fake, like these weren't real copies of the game, but the guy who has since opened up one of the deluxe editions and taken a picture of all the items that come with it. It's very real. I won't show the picture here. I don't think it's necessarily a spoiler because you know literally every item that comes in the deluxe edition. But there's people that probably want to see that stuff for the first time IRL when they get their copy, right? They want to open up the deluxe edition and see that steelbook case for the first time. You can seek out the image if you want to. And the other update I wanted to give is I guess people were upset that I accused the guy of stealing. Like they thought there was no foul play. I guess maybe he received these in the mail early or something is what people thought. But he admits that there was absolutely foul play. So on the post where he showed the contents of the deluxe edition, he replied to a comment with this where he said, "I ordered these copies and received them early. I'll post a receipt next if you wish." Before we even move on, he never posted that receipt. The thing is, however, on the initial post where he posted the picture of the 4 copies of the game that he has, he replied to a comment and says they were gifted to him. And then follows up with another reply that says, "Can't give my source in terms of who provided it to me because as stated below, someone will get in trouble." And somebody asked him why 4 copies and he says, to give out to multiple friends. So again, he did not purchase these. We're talking, if you're not factoring in sales, $80 a piece for deluxe editions. He did not buy 4 of these to give them out. As he says, he can't reveal a source because that person's going to get in trouble, which means he has a friend or a contact somewhere that has access to games early, and that's probably how he got other games in the past to leak them as well, which, he admitted to doing. So I guess, for those that were offended, technically, yeah, this guy himself didn't steal the games, but they were absolutely stolen. And the last thing I want to update with is people were upset that I was blaming Square Enix because if something is stolen, that's not Square Enix's fault. And again, that is technically correct. But the thing is, the whole point of that segment of the video is that they have a history of doing this. The same thing happened with Kingdom Hearts 3. And now it's happened with Final Fantasy VII Remake. With their last 2 big releases, the game got leaked early. People got physical copies of the game early. They're doing something wrong somewhere. They are to blame to some degree. Anyways, my dudes, that's pretty much the video. I just kind of want to give you an update on the whole situation, or at least my take on the whole situation. When it comes to this guy specifically, who has these copies and says that he's not going to leak anything or spoil anything, I don't necessarily trust him. That's just my opinion. Y'all can form your own. Just don't be surprised if major spoilers start popping up leading up to the release of the game. Anyways, that's the video, my dudes. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys already want to stay updated with more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @dashingdavid. Add my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys. Give me a smile, give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby.